Flashback to 1930. America's in the Great Depression. Breadlines everywhere, wallets tighter than skinny jeans. And right in the middle of that gloom, candy mogul Frank Mars drops what he calls a hunger-fighting weapon, only it looked like candy. The recipe? Pretty wild for its time. Chewy nougat, golden caramel, crunchy peanuts, all wrapped in silky milk chocolate. And the name? Pure drama, Snickers. Turns out, it was named after the Mars family's favorite horse. The horse passed away, but the name galloped on, straight into candy history. And the timing? Perfect. For just 5 cents, you got a pocket-sized lifesaver during hard times. From the US, Snickers spread to Europe, Asia, and yes, even school lunchboxes worldwide. More than just candy, it became global comfort food. Fast forward over 90 years, Snickers keeps reinventing itself. Mini king-size almond peanut butter ice cream, even Snickers protein, for gym bros who want their reps. With chocolate. Born in darkness. Now a cultural icon, not bad for a candy bar, named after a horse. If Snickers were a band, its 4 rock stars would be milk chocolate, peanuts, caramel, and nougat. Each one gets a solo before they hit the big stage together. Chocolate, the smooth operator. It starts with cocoa beans, rough on the outside, not dessert-like at all. Shells off, nibs in, roasted until the whole place smells like a chocolate cafe. Those roasted nibs get ground into a paste, then mixed with sugar, milk powder, cocoa butter, and lecithin. Next, the refiner. Giant steel rollers flatten every last grain of texture. Then the conche, the chocolate spa, where bitterness softens, flavors round out, and everything turns silk smooth. Finally, tempering. Snickers leans into extra cocoa butter and lecithin so it melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Peanuts, the crunch engine runner. Peanuts are the pick, small, uniform, heat-friendly. Picture a 150-foot conveyor pushing them through a convection oven at 176 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. The belt even shakes, so nothing scorches. Like a rotating kebab skewer, but for peanuts. Out of the oven, a light salt mist hits. Tiny lightning bolts of salt to balance the sweet. And the scale is wild. Mars's Waco plant alone goes through about 21 acres of peanuts a day. Caramel, the golden glue. Caramel isn't just sugar promoted to the big leagues. It's a carefully engineered emulsion. In an 800-pound industrial kettle, corn syrup, condensed milk, butter, sugar, and salt cooked together. Then into a vacuum cooker, up to approximately 121 degrees Celsius for around 20 minutes. Concentrated, glossy, and protected from burning. Right at the end, vanilla for aroma, lecithin for smoothness. You get caramel that's pliable enough to spread, but strong enough to net the peanuts in a golden embrace. Nougat, the edible cloud. Nougat is the silent hero. Soft, chewy, springy. Corn syrup, sugar, water, boiled to the perfect stage, then whipped with egg whites to trap a galaxy of bubbles. An edible cloud. To keep it firm yet flexible, it cooks further to approximately 132 degrees Celsius, 270 degrees Fahrenheit. Moisture is the villain. Too much, and it collapses like a soggy sponge. Snickers twist? Fresh ground peanut butter blended in. Suddenly, nougat shifts from marshmallow-ish to warm, nutty, unmistakably Snickers. The sheet rides a tall conveyor, cooling to approximately 90 degrees Celsius, 195 degrees Fahrenheit, then meets steel rollers chilled at -4 degrees Celsius, 24 degrees Fahrenheit. That cold shock forms a thin skin, keeping the slab smooth, flat, and laser precise, like pressing a fluffy cloud into a yoga mat. The ensemble. Ready backstage, everything set. Tempered chocolate waiting, peanuts roasted and lightly salted, caramel glossy like molten gold, nougat laid out like a runway. The lineup is locked. Next up, the layering symphony. This is the moment of truth. Nougat, caramel, roasted peanuts, and chocolate stop freelancing and fuse into the world's most iconic candy bar. Picture a camera gliding down the factory line. Machines roaring, lights glaring, and on a stainless steel belt, every ingredient heading for its destined rendezvous. Step 1. Caramel and peanuts, the sweet, salty encounter. Molten caramel pours like glossy sugar lava, thick, golden, aromatic. Right on cue, peanuts tumble in, fresh from a 150-foot oven. It's a pool party in a caramel lagoon, each nut dipped in a shiny coat. Inside a giant screw mixer, spiral blades fold and hug the peanuts into velvet jackets. The mix spreads onto a cooling drum at -4 degrees Celsius. Caramel firms without hardening, flattening into a golden sheet, like watching a caramel highway get freshly paved. Step 2. When nougat meets caramel peanut. On a parallel belt, nougat rolls in, a fluffy ivory mattress, smooth and steady. The foundation of Snickers flavor architecture. A steel blade lifts the caramel peanut layer onto the nougat. A heavy roller presses them tight. Think Lego bricks snapping into place. Too much caramel? Overly sweet. Nougat too thin? The bar collapses. Here, engineering perfection rules every bite, down to the millimeter. Step 3. The cooling tunnel, flavor rehearsal. United at last, the slab enters at 18 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The chill stabilizes caramel, keeps it from oozing, and lets the flavors rehearse. Creamy nougat, salty sweet caramel, crunchy peanut, like an orchestra tuning before the big performance. Step 4. From slab to bars, cutting with precision. Out of the tunnel, the slab gleams like a golden brick. The slitter's 19 spinning blades slice it into 38 perfect strips, an edible army in formation. Then the guillotine drops, each strip cut to 11.5 centimeters. Smartphone parts precision, every bar identical, down to the millimeter. Step 5. Chocolate bath. Spa day for candy. The naked bars roll into the enrober. First, a thin base coat, like primer before makeup. Then a full body plunge under a chocolate waterfall, emerging glossy and irresistible. A final roller glides across, leaving the signature swirl, Snickers edible autograph. Look closely next time you unwrap one. No two swirls are exactly the same. Finale, the layered symphony, nougat as bedrock, caramel peanut as the bond, chocolate as glossy armor, machines and flavors in perfect harmony, crafting millions of Snickers every single day. Into the cooling tunnel. Fresh out of the chocolate spa, Snickers bars are soft, glossy, fragile. Pick one up now, and it would melt between your fingers like warm fudge. So, straight into the cooling tunnel. This tunnel is a candy freezer hallway, long enclosed, perfectly chilled. Fans circulate cool air, dropping the bar's temperature so the chocolate hardens into a glossy, snappy shell. Inside, it's a chocolate highway. Thousands of bars cruising side by side, slowly transforming from delicate to durable. The gloss and the snap. Cooling isn't just about firmness. This is where chocolate gets its shine and its snap. Without proper cooling, you'd see dull, streaky bars that bend instead of breaking. But thanks to careful tempering earlier and precise chilling now, every Snickers leaves the tunnel with that irresistible sheen and that tiny bite sound, like snapping a chocolate ruler. Think of it as the final makeup set after the spa day. The chocolate isn't just tasty, it's photogenic. High-speed wrapping. Now the bars are tough enough for the most dramatic step, packaging. On one side, rolls of the iconic Snickers wrapper unwind at lightning speed. On the other, conveyor belts deliver cooled bars toward the wrapping machines. Each bar slides into place like a contestant entering a game show. Then, bam! The machine folds, crimps, and seals the wrapper tight, faster than your eyes can follow. The numbers game. Here's where it gets jaw-dropping. These machines can wrap up to 1,000 bars per minute. That's 16 Snickers every second. By the time you finish saying, "Why wait?" grab a Snickers. Another 100 bars are wrapped, sealed, and boxed. The floor looks like organized chaos. Shiny bars flowing in, blue, brown, white wrappers flowing out. By the end of the line, cartons stack high. Ready for corner stores in Texas, vending machines in London, supermarkets in Mumbai. Final beat. And just like that, the transformation is complete. From a gooey caramel peanut slab to a perfectly packaged icon. Each Snickers is locked, loaded, and ready to fight hunger anywhere in the world. By now, the classic Snickers, the combo of nougat, caramel, peanuts, and milk chocolate, has been perfected. But Mars didn't stop there. Because let's be honest, if you've got the #1 candy bar in the world, why not remix it like a hit single? Fun size, king size, and more. First came the size experiments. Fun size, mini but mighty. Perfect for Halloween buckets or sneaking into your backpack. Then king size, the double bar beast that says, "Yeah, I skipped lunch today." Snickers started scaling like a playlist, bite-sized tracks, extended versions, and everything in between. Flavor twists. Next up, flavor remixes. Snickers almond swaps peanuts for crunchy almonds, a smoother bite for nut lovers. Snickers. Peanut butter doubles down with a creamy core. And the crowd pleaser? Pause, smile. Snickers ice cream bar. All the same layers, but frozen, with vanilla ice cream standing in for nougat. It's basically Snickers. On vacation. Regional remixes pop up. Hazelnut in Europe, green tea in parts of Asia. Even limited editions with brownie or crisp rice. Each one is like a DJ spinning the original track, tuned to local tastes. Signature DNA. No matter the size, flavor, or format, the DNA stays the same. Sweet, salty, chewy, crunchy, creamy, stacked into one bar. Snickers doesn't just sell candy. It sells options for every craving. Candy icon. Snickers isn't just candy, it's a pop culture survivor. Through wars, recessions, and even the TikTok era, it stayed the world's best-selling bar for more than 90 years. Few brands can flex that kind of longevity. Ads that became memes. You're not you when you're hungry. That line is straight up legendary. Football bruisers turning into divas. Hollywood stars snapping back after one bite. Funny, relatable. And now, a global shorthand for hunger control. Global passport. From London to Tokyo, spot a Snickers in a vending machine and you instantly know what you'll get. Sweet, salty, chewy, crunchy, all in one bar. It's like a fast visa for any hunger pang. Beyond the bar and Snickers didn't stop there. Crumbled into brownies, blitzed into milkshakes, sprinkled over ice cream. It doubled as a pop culture ingredient. Final beat, bottom line? Snickers is more than food. It's a mood, a meme, a global symbol. Basically, the universal way of saying, "This is me when I'm hungry." Born in 1930, and named after a family horse. Snickers went from a 5-cent lifeline in the Great Depression to the world's best-selling candy bar. Each bar is a remix of 4 stars: fluffy nougat, golden caramel, roasted, crunchy peanuts, and perfectly tempered chocolate with that signature snap. Not just sugar and nuts, this is 90 years of passion and flavor engineering. Snickers is more than candy. It's a global mood booster, from Halloween baskets to ice cream counters to internet memes. It's carved deep into everyday life. Snickers, satisfying hunger since 1930.